Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. There on first down gets 3 up to the 28. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Finley now on 2nd down. That one complete to Elliott.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep, J.J. Nelson. This is taken at the 18. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I'm going to come back to you.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Back. Hey, look. 12. Go. Hey, 0.
Wilson. And a completion to Wilson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, he gets attended to. They'll step aside.
Right there, you missed. 55. Good job right there. Check three. 12.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Going for Metcalf and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His third touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Finley on play action. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just thinking what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I got one. Go. 40.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
55. Check. 55's Mike, guys. 55. All day, baby, all day. Check. 55's the Mike. Check. 55.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. It's caught. Nelson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Let's go. Shift. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check it out, please. Check.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down. Finley completes it to Coleman. 3 catches last week. He's got 3 in the first quarter here tonight.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Come on. Check.
This is Elliott. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Finley, 3rd and 2. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Mike.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The throw complete to Dorsett. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
On second down, Eckler. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flushed out right. And able to find Dorsett. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A third down gain of 19.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
You hold this. Gun, gun, gun. I'll go special. I'll go special. 12, 12.
Running on first down, Eckler. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Check 52. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. 25.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check right. Watch 55.
Throwing on second and 8. Wilson. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
Alert. Rush in. Good job right there. Go.
To throw is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on fourth down. It's Jason Myers. This from 54 yards away. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, maybe it's like my wedge. When you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Let's go now. 40 yards out.
Finley setting up on first down. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
The 47-yard line.
Let's get it.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Good tight. Get in the way, Will. Watch the safety crease. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
Now it's Carson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
54 Mike.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That's caught by Hollister. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
You got him.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Watch the alert. Check 26, check 26. Check.
They'll run here with Eckler. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning, so maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
I know you feel that.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Steps away to his left. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
19.
Now a play fake here on first down. He finds McKinnon, complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Let's bring it. Left pass. 54.
Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 18.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming for you. You mine. One left. Alert. Check. Alert. Check 4.
Here is Eckler. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
Alert.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Come on. Go. Let's go. Friday.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football.
Recovered by the receiving team.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jalen Smith able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now Wilson. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Check 43. 25. Check. Lucky.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. The former first-round pick Shane Ray in on the tackle.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Cowboys' 39-yard line.
Mike spot 4.
from the 35 on second down. Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On third down, here's Eckler. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And this one is right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
First down, Dallas.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On first and 10, Finley. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A first down throw for Finley. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again, Finley on 2nd and 10. And now finally he'll be forced to go down, just protecting the football, hitting the turf. It's a sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Finley here, 3rd and long. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right left. Check. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. One left.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Hey, here I come. One left. 55's my guy. 55. Jump. Ricky. Check. 55's to Mike. Check.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter play. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. Well, with him trailing here in the 2nd half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold it a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And, boy, he did it there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Switch up. Kill.
Finley sets to throw on 1st down. This is Coleman with a grab. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Operating in the red zone now, Finley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
He's coming, double up. Kill.
It's Eckler again. And an alley to run. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Run left.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Wilson being chased out left. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Pushing his way through. Give him 30 yards there. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? They used to carry pianos on their backs when after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Alert 3. Hey.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
We want it. Hey, alert.
Here's Wilson. He'll get this to Eckler. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks, they're able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
The Cowboys on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. Finley now. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Finley on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Check. Watch 54. It's a party now. Whip. Let's go. 4 down. Let's go double count right here. Double count. 14. Undercross.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
What we got? Hey, check 20, let's go.
Now Eckler. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Alert.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Check 55, Mike. Hey, we heavy on the edges. Hey, 0. Bang out. 55. Go. Hey, eat. All day.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Flush to his right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He's going to let it fly, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On third down, Finley. Now a desperation throw, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. Completes it to Coleman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. First down, Finley. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So time definitely not in their favor, down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Once more, here's Eckler. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams find
dead even at 4-4.